Hey everyone, my name is Pete Tarbuck. Welcome to this masterclass. I am a lead generation consultant and I am the owner and founder of Lead Magpie. What is Lead Magpie? Lead Magpie is a complete lead generation ecosystem powered by automation. You might be thinking what that means, and today I'm going to give you a little snippet of exactly what that, or part of that, is. So let's jump straight in. Let's look at direct messages or DMs that start conversations. So these aren't random DMs to random strangers, colder than a penguin's pocket. They are strategic, and we'll look a little bit deeper into that. So what to say on LinkedIn versus Facebook for business to business and business to consumer. So what's the problem? Most people don't DM because they don't want to feel salesy. They don't know what to say. They overthink it, so do nothing. Or they just send one message and then stop. So what is the goal from a direct message, a DM? The goal of a DM is not to sell. The goal is to start a conversation and get a micro yes. So for example, do you want the one page summary? Is it worth me sending a checklist? Can I share my free guide? Those are invites for a micro yes. Keep that in mind when you're creating and crafting your DM strategy, because from experience, what I see businesses do, they're either too polite and they don't get to the point, or they send a big wall of text that no one's going to ever read. So get the balance right and aim for the micro yes. The one rule. So a DM isn't a pitch. It is a permission-based micro ask. If it needs a paragraph, it's not a DM, it's a brochure. And people won't read it. So Lead Magpie is strategic. They are not cold, ice cold DMs. We're messaging people where there's already a reason. So for example, warm contacts, existing connections, past conversations or mutuals. Or you've qualified new connections, you've connected for a reason. So maybe they're the right ICP, ideal client persona, or they have a clear trigger. But one rule here, if you can't explain why this person, why now, in one sentence, don't message them. It's not spray and pray, it's targeted, it's permission-based, a permission-based outreach to warm or qualified people. So what counts as qualified? 3 points. They match your ICP, ideal client persona. You have a trigger, a role change, a comment, you're in a group, their need, or the timing of it. You can offer a relevant micro next step, like we touched on earlier, a checklist or a one-pager. So let's look at the DM formula, the Lead Magpie way. The trigger, the who, the problem, the outcome, and the permission. Okay, so if we dive down into that a little bit deeper, the trigger, why now, why you? The who you help. The problem, what you solve. And the outcome, what changes. And the permission is the easy yes. Is it worth me sending something? So I'm going to look at now Lead Magpie's 3-message system. So message 1 covers relevance and permission. Message 2 is a gentle nudge and a qualify, 3 to 5 days later. And message 3 is a clean close. So this is when people haven't yet replied. So on day 11 to 15, you might want to say, okay, they're not responding right now, but you don't want to close the door completely. So have a clean close to the sequence. Most people fail only by sending the first message, but power is in the follow-up. So let's look at an example. Message 1, permission and relevance. Take a screenshot of this, guys. You'll need it. So, hi, name, quick one. I noticed, specific trigger. I help your ICP with what the problem is so they can outcome without pain. Would you like me to share the one pager? Specific trigger beats compliments every time. Message 2, so this is your 3 to 5 day follow up if they haven't responded. Just checking my last message landed okay. Is problem something you're looking to solve or not right now? It's respectful and it filters fast. Message 3 is your clean close. So this is between 11 and 15 days after the first message. Okay. Looks like now's not the right time. I completely respect that. Let's catch up down the line when it's more relevant to you. This keeps relationships intact. Remember, you're connected to this person, right? And that's another masterclass that I'll cover another time, because cold messages to random strangers do not work. Not as effective as they used to be anyway. So let's have a quick look between LinkedIn and Facebook. It's the same structure, but a different tone. LinkedIn, it's more direct, it's more specific. Relevance matters most. Triggers, the role, the industry, and their current priority. Fact find. Whereas Facebook, you need to be a little bit warmer. You need more permission, more human. So what I mean by that is you might want to actually comment on something that they've posted just recently. And with Facebook, they are less likely to be talking about their work. Okay, they're more likely to be talking about their pet, what they had for tea, something that they're moaning about, their family, maybe their work. But more likely, you need to be warmer, more permission-based, and human tone. So the triggers need to acknowledge mutuals, any groups that you share in common, if they're local, or maybe a shared interest. So your DM offer, this is really important. So in your DMs, your offer is the next step, not your full service. Don't sick everything that you do over them once they answer the micro yes. Pick one micro offer. So it could be a one-page summary, a checklist, a scorecard, a quick audit, a template pack. One offer only. So too many choices equals no action. You'll confuse them, you'll overwhelm them, and they'll shut up shop. They might not respond. So pick one lane and make one offer. That's only when you've gained the micro yes. So where does this lead? So we've got micro offer to conversation to next step, which could be a call, a quote, a referral, or a sale. So a micro offer is not the end. It's a bridge to a clear next step. If they engage, ask a few questions, then offer a tiny next action, whether that could be a 15-minute call, an audit review, tailored options, or a quote, or an introduction to the right person. Don't propose the call until they've taken the micro yes, or ask for the resource, or they've replied to you. Okay. What not to do? I hope you're well. And no point to it, right? So if you just say to a new connection, "Hi Pete, hope you're well," and that's it, you'll get ignored. People want you to get to the point. Why are you messaging them? Don't ask for a call in message 1, right? You're after that micro yes first. Asking for a call is permission based. Don't send long paragraphs. They won't get read. Generic compliments, people see through them a mile off. Don't pitch features. Pitch outcomes. What are they going to get? What is the outcome? And also, my pet hate actually, don't send one message and then stop. The power is in the follow-up, and you need a system to help you do that. Okay, so I'm just going to have a bit of a live example on this. Now, this person in this example is a chartered financial advisor, okay? That's my pick. So, if we look at the makeup of the first message, we need to know what their trigger is, who they serve, so who is their ideal client, what problem they have, what is the outcome, and what micro offer are you putting in the message. So, in this case, the trigger is divorce or financial settlement stage, especially pensions. Their ideal client persona is family law solicitors specialising in divorce or financial remedy. The problem that they solve, so in this case, the problem that Andrea solves, clients agree settlements without understanding pension and long-term financial impact. The outcome, clearer decisions, fewer surprises later, better client outcomes, and smoother cases. And the micro offer could be, in this case, a one-page checklist. Divorce and pensions, 7 questions to ask before agreeing settlement. Okay, so that is the core structure of an icebreaker message. So this is message 1 to a new connection that has been qualified during the process. Okay, these aren't random people we're talking. We are looking for your ICP. In this case, Andrea's family law solicitors specialising in divorce and financial remedy. But what does that look like in a message? Let's have a look. So, hi name, quick one. I noticed that you handle divorce or financial remedy cases. I'm a chartered financial advisor and support clients through settlement decisions, especially pensions, so they don't agree a deal that creates problems later. Worth me sending a one-page checklist? Quote unquote. Divorce and pensions, 7 questions to ask before agreeing a settlement. Okay. Let's have a look at number 2. So in this case, it's Will. Will is a solar panel specialist, so energy consultant. What's the trigger? So high daytime energy usage or large roof or footprint or rising bills for commercials. His ICP is an ops manager, facilities manager, or a business owner at energy-intensive sites. The problem, they have unpredictable electricity costs and reliance on grid pricing, wasted roof space. What's the outcome? Lower and more predictable energy spend, improved resilience, and payback clarity. What's the offer? A one-page solar suitability and quick return on investment outputs checklist, the 5 numbers needed for a rough estimate. Okay, so what does that look like in a message? Hi name, quick one. I noticed that your company has a large site, daytime ops, multiple locations. Pick which one's relevant, obviously. We help businesses cut grid spend with solar supply plus installation, especially where daytime usage is high. Is it worth me sending a one-pager so you can see if it's even worth exploring? Okay, so there's a theme here, isn't there? Okay, so in the final example, we've got Katie. Katie is a independent travel consultant. So we've got the trigger, the ICP, the problem, the outcome, and the micro offer. So it's exactly the same structure. The trigger is that they've mentioned or they've liked or they've commented on travel, a trip, a destination, a milestone perhaps, or school holidays. So in this case, it could be newlyweds or just got engaged, things like that. So they're looking at honeymoons, for example. So who's Katie's ICP in this case? So they're warm contacts in your network, potentially. Planning leisure travel. What's their problem? So they've got too many options online. They're overwhelmed. They waste time. and booking the wrong thing. What's the outcome? A short, curated shortlist that fits budget, dates and preferences, booked properly with less hassle. What's the micro offer? A little planning checklist or a 3-option shortlist based on 5 quick questions. And here it is as a message. I saw your post about something and I thought this might be helpful. I help people take the hassle out of booking trips by narrowing it down to a shortlist that actually fits. Do you want me to send a quick trip planning checklist? And if you're open to it, I can also put together 3 options for dates or occasions. Okay, so what I want you to do is do the reps. Okay, doing the reps means DMs work. Okay, if you send 1 or 2 messages and then leave it, that's when they fail. Okay, consistency is key. So this is your homework right now. I want you to send 10 messages. So find 10 warm contacts. I want you to craft your first message and send it to 10 people. I want you to track how many you send, how many replies, how many calls booked. Follow up with message 2 and message 3. Repeat it every week. Okay, so remember the sequence. Message 1, the icebreaker. Message 2, the follow-up, is 3 to 5 days later. And message 3 is on day 11 to 15 with a soft close if they haven't replied. Track your 3 numbers: messages sent, replies, and calls booked. If you don't track it, you will lie to yourself. Okay, a few common fixes, so stick with me here. A few common fixes. If you don't get replies, it's usually one of these. It's too generic, there's no trigger, it's too big an ask, or there's no follow-up. If you do the 10 and it doesn't work, don't quit. Tweak the message. Okay? Right. This, guys, is your invite. I'm going to run through 3 offers that have powerful results, so please stay with me. New members, so if you're not currently a member of Lead Magpie, everything you've just learned, the DM formula, the 3-message system, the targeting, the power pipeline that automates it, here's how to get it installed in your business. What is included? No doubt you're asking this question. What do you get with Lead Magpie? You get weekly one-to-one calls. So over a 6-week sprint period, you get 6 60-minute strategy calls and implementation calls, 1 per week, focused entirely on your pipeline and your progress. Each week as well, we have a 15-minute check-in with me. It's a shorter midweek touch point to keep momentum and address anything that can't wait until the next call. You get Power Pipeline access. What does that mean? Your pipeline is installed and ready from day one via the Lead Magpie platform. That's my software, okay? The sell by chat system that runs your outreach and follow-up. So everything that we've just gone through, we build together, we prove it, and we automate it. So you're waking up to new conversations with your ideal client. You also get a private school community. So that is access to the consultant community for questions, for feedback, accountability, and wins between calls. A full training portal. A growing on-demand library of training sessions and past workshops with me. You can implement those at your own pace, and they are recorded. Weekly offers at office hours, so group calls covering strategy and tech questions, live troubleshooting, and weekly priorities. Monthly masterclasses, exactly like this one. So it's a deeper monthly training session on conversion, on messaging, on targeting, offers, or pipeline performance. It's relevant to where you are in the program. All replays are recorded, so you'll be on-demand access to the replays for the office hours and the masterclasses, so you never fall behind. And also you get message templates and full resources, effectively fill in the blanks just like we've gone through, so you always know what to say and what to do next. So the entry investment to the Power Sprint, which is the 6 weeks, is usually $250 a week, which is $1,500 over a period of 6 weeks. But if you want to pay up front, it's $1,250, which you save £250. However, what I'm offering you today, there are 3 spaces available to start a 6-week sprint for the price of $175 a week, which is $1,050 in total over the 6 weeks, or $875 in full. Now, that is a saving of £450 compared to normal entry if you were to pay weekly, or $375 if you paid up front. So you can see the difference there, guys, in front of you. And that will build the end-to-end process with me in LeadMagpie, including the license to the software. Okay. If you are already a member, okay, and you're currently paying $250 a week, your software only, okay, so you can now upgrade to include the weekly group strategy calls. Usual price is $250 a week. Sorry, software only is much, much less than that, okay, but what you don't get currently are the strategy calls. So what I'm offering you today is an upgrade with a value of £250 a week, £1,000 a month, for $100 a week instead. There are 3 spaces available for that as well, so please be quick. Stick with me, guys, there's one more. Existing founding members, okay, you can claim a block of 3 times 60-minute one-on-one calls with me, okay. This is where your strategy really, really can take off. These calls are normally £350 per call, okay? So instead of the 3 call value, which is £1,050, I'm offering these at a reduced rate of just £500 for the 3 calls. We will kickstart your pipeline blocks. We will have live data analysis. We can refresh your ICP if you need to. We will look at what templates you're using and that you're sending, and we can rewrite them if they're not effective. You can even have office hours through WhatsApp for 1 month included in that price of $500. Okay, so this is the 3 offers in view right now. If you are a new member, message me the word sprint right now and I will send you the link to get started. If you are software only, send me the word upgrade and we will lock in your £100 a week. This is today only. You need to act right now if you want a piece of that. And any founding members that you want direct contact with me on a one-to-one basis, you can buy the 3 times 60 minutes for just £500. Save £550 today, guys. Message me the word calls and I'll send you the booking link. Brilliant, guys. So that is it for now. I will speak to you real soon and I can't wait to get started with you. Let me know if you have any questions. Direct message me the word sprint, the word upgrade, or the word calls, and I'll be in touch. Let's get started.